Okay, so now we're going to take a look at using third-party effects and VSTs inside of Machine. Up until this point, we've been using primarily the stock effects, or sometimes we've been using things from the Native Instruments library, but now we're going to go outside of the Native Instruments family and look at some third-party effects from other manufacturers. So we have a little drum beat right here. And we're going to take a look at adding some effects to this group. So let's hit the plus sign here. We're in the drum group and we're going to go to external. And when you go to external, you can see I have all my third-party effects here. I have lots of stuff from Waves, and you can see some Brainwork stuff as well. We're going to scroll through and we're going to go down to Camel Crusher. Okay. And the Camel Crusher plugin pops into our slot. And if we double click right here, we can actually see the plugin GUI in front of us. Okay. So we have the controls right here, just as any other plugin. And when we turn here, you can see it reflects in the plugin as well. That's on and off for the distortion. That's also a tube amount value that we're turning here. And all of these buttons correspond. Anything that you don't see in front of you, you just hit the page button and you can see more controls down here. You can see the master mix volume being affected, and that's exactly how that works. Now, if we go into the Camel Crusher plugin itself and run through the presets, we can change the patches here. And if you notice, you can also go to the preset menu right here, and you can see the same presets show up as well for Camel Crusher. And you can also select them from that menu. Okay, so it works pretty seamlessly, just as if you were using a stock plugin inside of Machine, or even the Native Instruments stuff, which is particularly optimized to run in this environment. But the third-party plugins actually behave in a similar fashion. Now let's go and add another third-party plugin. And this time I'm going to scroll all the way down. I want to add something a little bit unique. You might not see it every day, and it's called Effectrix. So here we go. We're going to load up Effectrix, and once again we're going to double click and we're going to see the Effectrix plugin. This one is made by Sugar Bytes, and you can also access the preset menu the very same way. Once you're in the plugin, just hit preset. Let's move this out of the way, and here you have the presets for Effectrix. Right, so if you select one of these, for example, and load that up, and now let's press play and hear what that sounds like. Okay, so pretty far out and funky sounding. But just to show you that the plugins work just the same as if you were in any other DAW, you can access your presets the exact same way, and you have a pretty seamless experience. Now let's close these for a second and let's actually just mute them, and we're going to add another plugin. This time let's go for something a little bit more conventional. Let's just go for an EQ this time, and let's go down to our FabFilter plugins because we're looking for FabFilter Pro Q. Here we go. Now, as usual, we're going to double click right here on the plugin name, and the GUI is going to pop up. And let's just get that centered somewhere around here. And of course, you can use these controls above you, but in this case, we're going to use the GUI of the plugin itself. Let's turn the analyzer on, and now we're going to draw in a few curves, boost the bass, boost the mids, and really boost the highs. And we're going to just press play and hear what that sounds like with our track. Bypass and put it back in. Okay, so it adds a little bit of brightness to it and adds a little bit of punch. Let's say we want to save this setting as a preset for further use. So we're going to go back to the FabFilter plugin right here. We're going to right click on it, and once again, let me just move that out of the way, and we're going to go all the way to Save As. Now in our Save As dialog, we have the drop-down menu, which is going to show you the default location for saving the plugin preset. Okay, so we're going to keep that just as it is, and we're going to rename it FabFilter Pro Q Drum Enhance. Okay, and we're going to hit save, and now we have that setting saved for that plugin. Now we're going to take a look at how we can recall that setting. First of all, let's just clear out all the plugins in our drum group right here. Bye bye Effectrix, bye bye Camel Crusher, and bye bye FabFilter. Okay, so now we're going to go back across to our library menu, and we're going to select the effects tab. Actually, that's samples. Here we go. That's effects. And we're going to hit the user button. And now you can see that we have FabFilter Pro Q Drum Enhance already saved. Now, let's say, for example, we want to access this from the hardware. We're going to go now and hit our group tab. And we hit group, and you can see that it's empty. So we're going to hit browse because we want to add something right here. And we're going to scroll across, and we're going to see effects. And here we can see all of our regular native instruments effects popping up. And let's hit the user button. And here you can see the same FabFilter Pro Q Drum Enhance. We can select it right here, and we're good to go. Right? So that's how you access it from the hardware. Let's hit play and toggle this back and forth. And that's our third-party effects, how to add them in, how to recall presets, and even how to save presets within Machine 2.0. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next video.